Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this conversation are Ishan Shahane, G. Rajaraman, and Bharat Ramraj. From KL Rahul and Ravindra Jadeja's injury to East Bengal's incredible win over Odisha in the Super Cup, we have lots to discuss. So let's get straight into it. In the first test between India and England, the match went down to the fourth day with England winning the match by 28 runs. But now, in the five-match test series, KL Rahul and Ravindra Jadeja have been ruled out of the second test match due to injuries. Here's Debashish Sen giving us all the details on what the updated squad will look like.
Hi, this is me Debashish for RevSportz, and the biggest news that is coming up now is that Ravindra Jadeja and KL Rahul has been ruled out of the second test match against England, which is going to start from February 2nd in Vizag. It is just a huge setback for the Indian team because both are proven performers, and Ravindra Jadeja, we broke the story on RevSportz, is that Ravindra Jadeja had injured his hamstring while taking that run on day 4 of the first test in Hyderabad, as he got run out, he was seen clutching his hamstring and walking out. And KL Rahul complained of a right quadriceps pain. So it is a double setback for the Indian team because both are integral members of the Indian team. The BCCI medical team is mentoring their progress, but as of now, both KL Rahul and Ravindra Jadeja is injured and will be missing the second test match against England, which is going to start in Vizag from February 2nd. The men's selection committee in meanwhile have added the likes of Sarfaraz Khan, Saurav Kumar, left-arm spinner, and also Washington Sundar, the off spinner, as a replacement in the India's test squad. So that's the biggest breaking news that is coming now at the moment, is that Ravindra Jadeja and KL Rahul has been ruled out of the second test match, which is going to start against England in Vizag from February 2nd. Obviously, the men's selection committee has named Saurav Kumar, Sarfaraz Khan and Washington Sundar as replacement for the duo. Obviously, Sarfaraz, we all know, has scored truckloads of runs in domestic cricket, and obviously it's a very heartening news for everyone to see him being given a nod in the test squad. Washington Sundar, we all know, is a proven customer. He was injured, so he has to be ruled out. He was not in the reckoning as far as the longer format is concerned. But now that Ravindra Jadeja is injured, he comes back into the test mode. We all know what a performance he has put up during that series against Australia. And obviously Saurav Kumar, he has been part of the India A squad. So these are the three inclusions in place of Ravindra Jadeja and KL Rahul. But the biggest news as of now is both KL Rahul and Ravindra Jadeja misses out for the second test match for India, misses out for the second test match against England, which is going to start from February 2nd in Vizag. So keep watching this space to get all the updates throughout the coverage from the India and England series. This is me, Debashish, signing off for RevSportz. Until then, see you.
Raja, over to you first. Jadeja played a crucial knock in the first test. How does his absence impact the Indian team now?
Well, he's been a pillar in the Indian side for some years now. 400 plus wickets don't come easy. His batting is terrific, and as a fielder, you can't replace him. So he's going to be missed definitely. But India have to make do with what it has got, and I'm sure it'll give Kuldeep an opportunity to play the game in Vizag and hopefully do a good job. The challenge is of batting, and I think Indian batters will face a little bit more greater challenge in Vizag than they did in Hyderabad, because KL Rahul has plenty of experience, and to miss him alongside Virat Kohli, who's also not going to be there, going to be quite a challenge for India in that test match.
Ishan, Saurabh Kumar and Washington Sundar have been named as the replacements. How do you think the team combination will look like now when it comes to spinners specifically?
Yes, so I think Kuldeep Yadav will be given a call out, and I think Sarfraz Khan Gagi will be an option they might go with. He's someone who's been in the ranks for a long time. He's been performing consistently in the domestic circuit as well. So I'm excited to see Sarfraz actually. I'm not sure if he'll get to play, but if he does, I think it'll be really exciting because he's been really performing well. He's got an average of above 60 in the domestic circuit, and I think he's been waiting for his chance, and now the door is finally opened. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play alongside Kuldeep. Again, I'm not sure if he might get that opportunity, but I have a feeling if he gets that chance, he might make the most out of it. He's gotten a big 100 against the England Lions as well, so he has that
Yeah.
experience behind him. So I'm hoping he gets that opportunity.
And Bharat, Jadeja's absence also leaves a huge void in the spin department as well. How do you think Rohit Sharma will overcome that?
Yeah, it is a huge void. Jadeja is someone who is your quintessential modern day left arm spinner, especially in Indian conditions, because he bowls quicker through the air. He gets a little bit of turn at pace in his DRS era. On Indian wickets, no one can replace him. Saurabh Kumar is a very good bowler. I've seen him in domestic cricket season after season. He puts in performances. Wonderful spinner, great temperament. He's the kind of spinner who goes back to maybe Bishan Singh Bedi's time in terms of how he bowls. I'm not comparing the two because he gives it a lot of flight, he gives it a lot of air. You hit him for 3 6s, expect him to come back. So he has a very good temperament, but no one can replace Ravindra Jadeja in terms of how he bowls. He's perfect prototype bowler for modern day cricket, especially when it's played in India. So yeah, Kuldeep Yadav, I guess will get in because he's a wrist spinner. England have come here thinking that they will play spinners who turn it one way. So you have Kuldeep Yadav who brings in a little bit of mystery, turns it both ways, so India can look at him. Also, don't forget there is Rajat Patidar. I think he's a swashbuckling batsman. Absolutely swashbuckling batsman. Obviously, you can't guarantee his concentration. No one knows. Suddenly, he can go to fifth gear and get out at 20 or 15 balls. But a very entertaining batter to watch. Scored 184 against England Lions. He might also get a chance. So, I think India will eventually go with Kuldeep and Rajat Patidar because he was picked as the first reserve, and then they went with Safraz as the second reserve.
Raja Sarfaraz Khan will also be brought into the squad, like Ishan said. He's something to look forward to. But if he does find a place in the playing 11, what do you expect out of him?
Well, it's going to be a interesting choice for them to make between Rajat and Sarfraz. Uh, I think India will want somebody who can hold the innings together. A KL Rahul type of batsman who's not going to be around. Both of them are swashbuckling. I think Sarfraz also loves to play his shots, as does Rajat. But Rajat has got 4,000 first-class runs behind him. And at 30, to be making a test debut, he might be the choice that the Indians go with, particularly because of his vast first-class experience. Not that Sarfraz doesn't have much experience, he has. But I think they will go with Rajat Patidar, and hopefully India will find the right combination. It also gives Shubman Gill probably an extended lease of life. He might have been the risk of losing his place had Rahul been fit. Shubman Gill would have been one candidate that the selectors would have been looking to ease out for a bit, allow him the space to regain confidence, to think about his own game and find the runs. He's not been scoring the runs in any format. So the selectors might have been tempted to keep him out. I don't know if the captaincy of Gujarat Titans, still some distance away, is working on his mind, but he probably gets an extended lease of life as far as the Vizag Test match is concerned.
Yes, and let's go a bit more into depth about India's loss in the first Test match. Here's Shubhayan Chakraborty explaining the loss in numbers. Take a look.
India's shocking defeat in the first test against England has raised quite a few eyebrows as the team ended up on the losing side despite scoring over 400 runs in the first innings and dominating the first 6 sessions of the test match in Hyderabad. India scored 436 runs in reply to England's first innings 246, but then suffered a dramatic batting collapse after the visitors overturned the 190 run deficit and set the hosts a target of 231 to win at Uppal thanks to Ollie Pope's 196. Debutant left-arm off-spinner Tom Hartley then produced one of the best bowling performances in Test cricket in India to bag 7 wickets and help bowl out India for 202 runs. The defeat is India's first in 6 tests at this venue and their first against England in 3 years. This is also the first time India have lost a test at home after taking a lead of over 100 runs in the first innings. Here are some of the numbers from the Hyderabad tests that caught the attention after England's sensational victory. India has lost a test match in Hyderabad for the first time in 6 matches. Also, Rohit Sharma has lost 2 home tests in 7 matches as captain now. Virat Kohli had only 2 defeats as captain in home tests in 31 tests. Also, India have been winless at home for 3 tests after 2 years. They lost in Indore to Australia last year, drew in Ahmedabad before losing in Hyderabad to England. Interestingly, England made as many as 35 reverse sweep attempts, the most in a test match. It shows why baseball is hailed as one of the most innovative aspects of test cricket right now. Interestingly, India lost a test match at home after taking a first innings lead of over 100 runs for the first time in their history. 190 is also the second highest first innings lead for India in a losing cause after 192 in Galle against Sri Lanka in 2015. The Hyderabad test was the first time both R. Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja conceded more than 100 runs in the second innings of a test match at home. Ollie Pope's match-winning tally was the 4th highest score by a visiting England batter in a test in India after Joe Root's 218, Mike Gatting's 207 and Graham Flowers' 201. These were some of the sensational numbers from Hyderabad test that caught the attention. What do you think? What went wrong for India in the Hyderabad test? Do let us know in the comment section below and keep following RevSportz for more.
Bharat, not only is Jadeja not in the mix, KL Rahul will also be missing out. How do you see the team combating his loss as well? With the two now gone, two pillars of the team that have been KL with his batting, Jadeja with his spin and batting, and the knock that he played in the last match.
Yeah, as I said, it's a void that can't fill because KL Rahul obviously has the experience and someone who looked good in the first test. He was, unlike say Shubman Gill or Shai Sair, he was looking good in the first test. He was able to play off the back foot spinners. That means he was reading the length well. So he's in good form. Scored 100 in completely different conditions at Centurion as well. So that shows he can adapt to different conditions. So it's not something that you can fill, but India have, as we have noted, that couple of batters who are pretty good, like Safraz and Rajat Patidar. Both of them are good. They need to be backed. If you give them a chance, even if they fail once or twice, back them and see what happens. So that's the best India can do. Obviously, that was a crazy match which India should have won, but they ended up losing. But again, next match started 0-0 so they have to start again. It's not like the test match will continue, obviously. So second test starts at 0-0, so it's a fresh test match, and India can obviously bounce back and win it.
Ishan, your thoughts?
Yes, Gagi. I mean, KL Rahul not playing in that 11 will be a huge blow. He obviously has that experience and he was looking in pretty good touch. So obviously they will miss it. But the Indian side, like we've spoken in the past, have always had a lot of backups, and I think that's our strength. So hopefully either Sarfraz or Rajat will come good. But obviously the absence will hurt us. But overall, I think one player doesn't dictate the whole team, and I think the team would want to come together for the second test, and I think we can hope that they can do that because I think that's what's expected out of them. We saw the England team really performing as a unit, and I think it's time the Indian team does the same.
Yes, and moving on to the world of football, on Sunday night we saw an incredible East Bengal win over Odisha in the Super Cup final. Raja, what were the highlights of the match for you?
I think the goalkeeping for both sides, but to steal a ball in the 100 and God knows how many at minute and in the second of extra time, and then to score a goal with those calm nerves. I think it tells you that East Bengal have been hungry for the last 10, 12 years, desperate to try and win a national level tournament of this stature and then to represent India in the Asian level. They deserve it. They fought very hard. They played some very good football. I think the highlight really was how the ball was stolen. In the end, both sides were down to 10 men. Not easy for either side to be on the attack, but a counter attack, the way it was launched and the goal was scored. I think it was terrific. Great leadership example of when it was needed the most. The East Bengal captain found the goal for them.
Yes, and with the win, East Bengal fans were obviously overjoyed. Take a look at all the incredible celebrations among the fans. And with that, it's time for us to take a leave. Thank you to everyone who joined. Have a great day ahead. And for now, we'll leave you with a small chunk of the interview that RevSportz did with Chirag Baretha, para badminton world #1 player. Until then, stay tuned to RevSportz.
भी सच बोलूं तो मेरे लिए तो ये कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस की तरह चल रही है। हंगजाओ से आए थे, आफ्टर ऑलमोस्ट 1 वीक वी आर बैक ऑन ट्रेनिंग। तो अभी फिर वही है ना, एक टारगेट के बाद दूसरा टारगेट दिखने लगता है। तो वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप की तरफ टारगेट है जो अभी फरवरी में। तो ट्रेनिंग मोड चालू हो चुका है बहुत टाइम से। तो अभी एक और फोकस, उसके बाद फिर धीरे धीरे पैरालंपिक्स की ओर बढ़ेंगे। रिकॉग्नाइज हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा हो गए थे जब श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी से मिले थे दूसरी बार। तो एक रिकॉग्निशन इंडिया के अंदर इस चीज का सबसे बड़ा रहता है कि हाँ, यू मेट आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर। सो उसके बाद जब हम लोग घर गए, सब लोग गए, सारे रिलेटिव्स आए, मिले, सब फोटो वगैरह खिंचवा रहे थे। तो इट वाज लाइक अ फैन मोमेंट एक तरीके से बोला जाए तो लोगों के लिए। तो yeah, we felt very good with the way they welcomed us. So